Agents, today I have for you perhaps one of the best unstoppable force hybrid setups in Division 2 ever created. This barbecue chicken build absolutely eats enemies like there is no tomorrow. Melt armor with a Pestilence, destroy elite enemies with Kingbreaker, name of the assault rifle, stack unstoppable force. On top of that, your grenades deal insane amount of damage to robotics, increased radius for your grenades, tons of weapon damage, maximum possible skill tiers with your skills, applying bleed effect with your trap, assault dealing basically with non-elites really quickly. So what do you need more, brother? This build can give you anything, and on top of that you have almost 50% protection from elites, or even more than 50% protection from elites, paired up with a little bit of armor again. You are pretty much one-man army by yourself. And Girl Butcher in the building as freaking usual, covering Division 2 basically daily. As well, Modern Warfare 3 is coming, and I will check the multiplayer. I know that nothing is changing there, simply like new maps and like DLC type of upgrade. But hey, let's play Modern Warfare for a little bit as well, and maybe we will find something dope in that game. Nevertheless, today I want to talk about Unstoppable Force and how it synergizes with Plague Effect from Pestilence exotic LMG. This LMG is really good. Couple years ago it was kinda meta in Dark Zone because everybody was running like Bulwark sets, I think, or True Patriot. No, I think Bulwark sets, and nobody could be killed with those gear sets, and the Pestilence was the main weapon everybody used. But before we continue, quick warning, they sponsor Diving.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is site for you. They have absolutely amazing team on console. They will complete your orders super quick. Everything happens through account sharing. This service has been working for many years. They have tons of customer reviews, and use my promo code RBDIV or RBD to receive 50% discount on absolutely all services. And I think, yeah, that was like true Patriot meta with Pestilence. Armor regen was insane, and Pestilence was kinda must-have weapon, and at that time it dropped only in DZ, so yeah, good old days. Anyway, in this one we are using as well Pestilence, but just for stack reasons. And the main thing, guys, to understand here, that Unstoppable Force will be stacked with your skill kills, with your weapon kills, and as well with Plague Effect. In any shape or form, if you can get kill, you will get that delicious Unstoppable Force damage buff. Without wasting your precious time, let's dive into this one. For specialization, of course, I will use Technician Specialization. The reasons are kinda obvious, my friend, because we're gonna receive extra skill tier, skill damage, disrupt grenades, which will basically annihilate robotics super easily. Can you feel that barbecue chicken smell? Oh yeah, these grenades now will deal shit ton of damage to healing stations, for example, to mini tanks, to dogs. Pretty much anything that annoys you will die instantly. And if you want to take care with Chungus, simply switch to Kingbreaker, because Technician Specialization will provide you with linked laser point attachment, which can be used on Kingbreaker, name of the assault rifle, and that will proc Perfect Flatline. Perfect Flatline is amplified weapon damage buff. And Kingbreaker is one of the hardest hitting assault rifles in the game still, so it's really good for PvP and PvE reasons. Pestilence again works really well. That Plague Effect will take care with annoying drones, and that will be counted as a kill, and you're gonna stack Unstoppable Force basically instantly. And the Plague Effect can't be stopped. Enemies doesn't have resistance against Plague Effect. It's pretty dope synergy. For the pistol though, I'm using TDI named pistol, which will have extra skill tier with future perfection for overcharge reasons, but you can obviously use as well in sync or preservation. Why preservation, you may ask, my beautiful bastard? Because preservation will work with your skill kills as well and with plague kills. So if you need a little bit more survivability, you can switch your pistols on the fly. You can proc overcharge, then if you are short on ammo, go for insync. If you don't want to use your medkit, go for preservation. Simple rotation, I think pretty straightforward how to use these three talents. For the gear itself, I'm using named Gilagard Chill Out Mask, which will have 2 mod slots, and in those mod slots I'm putting protection from elites. For chest piece, I'm using new exotic collected chest piece, which works extremely well with my disrupt grenades. From Technician Specialization holster, Picaro's named holster from Arquebus gear set, we will gain 15% extra weapon damage, which will work with Pestilence really well and with Kingbreaker. Perfect unstoppable force on my backpack, and this again works with your skill kills, plage effect and weapon kills. You're gonna stack it extremely quickly. As you see, my unstoppable force is stacked always, because all the drones, all the non-elite enemies will die extremely quickly. Guys, you can of course switch some pieces here and there. If you need more weapon damage, you are free to do so. You can reroll this backpack for weapon damage if you want, or armor, but armor is not really needed. We need skill damage and weapon damage, that's it. Our best defense will be offense. For the gloves, I'm using named Petros gloves with skill damage, damage to armor, skill tier, and Petros gloves of course will give me LMG damage. For the knee pads though, I'm using second piece from Arquebus gear set, and 2-piece brand set bonus will give me extra skill tier. My attributes, skill damage and a little bit of armor regen. Skill haste is handy, but with my explosive trap, 10% skill haste actually is kinda forgettable. You will not feel whatsoever those additional 10% skill haste on traps, but 50-second cooldown is not that terrible, because once your trap is on the floor, your cooldown is already started, and not always enemies will step on your traps instantly or immediately, so your traps can stay for like 40 seconds and still there will be some explosions all over the place. So don't worry that the trap has long ass cooldown. As you see, my trap is still on the floor and people will die on it. Boom, bleed effect, boom, dying enemies, but the cooldown is already ticking, but my skill is still on the ground. So that little bit mitigates and helps in this case. So don't worry about cooldown, your skills can overlay, well not overlay, but once the trap is back in the business, simply destroy old one and now you can apply your trap one more time. Assault turret is one of the best skills for legendary strongholds period. Bye!